Have you ever had a sanctuary? A person whose arms were your fortress against the world? For Amara, that sanctuary had a name: Chinelo, her elder sister, her protector, her first call in every storm. But what if your sanctuary was secretly your prison? This is the story of a bond that was supposed to be unbreakable, and the jealousy that shattered it from within. It began with joy. On a sun-drenched afternoon in Enugu, surrounded by the scent of jollof rice and the rustle of vibrant Ankara, Amara was a vision. Nne, stop it. I can't believe this is my wedding. I'm so happy. I feel like my chest will burst. And Chinelo would smile, a careful, calculated curve of the lips that never touched her eyes, as she fixed the strap on her sister's beautiful coral-beaded kente. Her mind was a tempest. Why her? Why does the laughter, the love, the light always find her so easily? The poison was delivered, not with a shout, but a whisper. In her sleek, minimalist Lagos apartment, as the blue dusk settled outside, Chinelo poured palm wine for Amara's fiancé, Kachi. I just worry, Kachi. Amara, she has such expensive tastes. A honeymoon in Dubai on a junior banker's salary? She doesn't understand life's pressures like you and I do. Seed by poisonous seed, she planted doubt. A worried text here, a sympathetic remark there, until the beautiful wall of Amara's future began to crack and then crumble. And when it fell, Amara did what she always did. She ran to her sanctuary. He called it off, Chinelo. He said I'm a liability, a spendthrift. What is wrong with me? The psh, wanim, there. Cry it out. You have me. Men are scum. He was never good enough for you. And Chinelo stroked her hair, a victor soothing her prize. In that moment of her sister's devastation, her jealousy was quenched. They were alone again, together. But life offers second chances. A year later, Amara met Deji. His love wasn't a fragile flame. It was a steady, warm sun. It saw her strength, not her need. This love was a fortress, and for the first time, Chinelo was locked outside. Panic, cold and sharp, replaced her jealousy. It culminated in their childhood home during a family celebration. With Amara distracted, Chinelo stole into the bedroom. Her hands trembled as she picked up Amara's phone. She knew the password. She typed, "I'm not over Kachi. I made a mistake. I can't go through with this. Send. Delete." A perfect, invisible crime. The silence that followed was deafening. Deji's final text was a knife to the heart. I received your message. I respect your honesty. Goodbye, Amara. What message? This time, Amara didn't pack her tears. She packed a cold, hard suspicion. She arrived at Chinelo's apartment. She did not seek an embrace. Deji is gone. He said I sent him a message, breaking things off. I didn't. What are you saying? You accuse me? After all I've done for you? I am your shield. A shield? or a cage. A decades-old poison. Voice is ugly, broken, triumphant, and agonized all at once. And so what? It has always been you, the golden child. Everything came to you like ripe mangoes falling into your lap. Love, smiles, chances. What was left for me? Her voice cracks, becoming a guttural cry. The leftovers! I had to protect you from getting everything. In that moment, the sanctuary collapsed. Amara saw not her sister, but a stranger sculpted by envy. The comforting hands that had stroked her hair were the same ones that had expertly, lovingly broken her heart. Twice. All those times, I cried to you. I sought comfort in the very hands that broke me. What will you do? First, I will fight for my love. And then, I will learn to live without a sister. Time is the gentlest teacher. 6 months later, Amara found a new sanctuary. In the quiet hum of a university library, surrounded by data and purpose, she was building an algorithm to help farmers predict yields. She was building something that fed people, and in doing so, she was finally feeding her own soul. A shadow fell across her notes. She looked up and she saw Deji. Deji said, I found the digital footprint, the IP address from your mother's house. It matched her phone. I am so sorry I didn't trust you first. And Amara replied, and I am sorry my family's poison spilled onto you. They spoke of forgiveness, not as a gift to the one who wronged them, but as a key to their own future. A future they would build not on the foundation of a perfect fairy tale, but on the solid, unshakable bedrock of hard truth. As for Chinelo, in a quiet apartment in another city, she stared at the silence she had coveted. She had successfully excised Amara from her life, only to discover the emptiness she'd blamed on her sister had always been her own. The victory was ash. The story of these two sisters ended not by distance or fate, but by the meticulous poison of a jealous heart. But from its ashes rose a powerful lesson. Your sanctuary should have windows, not just walls. Not all blood is family, and the deepest betrayals often wear the warmest smiles. But above all, your greatest revenge is not to diminish in kind, but to expand beyond the confines of their story, to build a life outside of anyone else's shadow that is wholly, unbreakably your own.